Welcome back to WesPreGame. I'm joined now by Coach Biddiscombe, who I believe has some words of wisdom for our viewers.
Well, thank you, Kate. I'll certainly try. Well, it's tournament time. It's NCAA basketball, and the TV screens everywhere you go are focused on the Division I men and women's basketball tournaments. We've all enjoyed the excitement, watched Gulf Coast play the Cinderella role and winning some big games, get into the Sweet 16. And on my way over, I was listening to UConn women win in their game that passes them on to the round of 16. But it's not all about Division I in basketball at this time of the year. NESCAC itself has a lot to brag about. On the men's side, Amherst, Williams, and Middlebury all made it through the early rounds into the quarterfinals, with Amherst moving on into the Final Four up at the same weekend that they're playing the Division I championship. And on the women's side, both Amherst and Williams moving in to the Final Four, with unfortunately both of them losing in that game and not moving to the finals, and then Williams upsetting Amherst in the game for third place. So one must ask yourself, okay, well, how does this happen? How can three NESCAC schools be so strong? Well, over the years, I've really been able to understand by just, obviously being intricately involved in how teams get better in year on year and how teams get worse. And Amherst has had a great men's basketball program over the years, and a few years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, they decided they were going to be just as good in women's basketball. And that's how you do it. You just make it winning your priority in certain sports, and you can move very far along in obtaining success, both not only in NESCAC but in Division III. In some ways, that's what we call tiering in sports. It's when you put more resources and more influence through the admissions process on having that team be successful. Now, at Wesleyan, we've taken a little bit of different philosophy away from tiering. We really have tried to create a balanced program where all programs get equal emphasis, where our resources are split among all of our teams, and also and during the admissions process, every sport has an opportunity to be able to make some impact in order to help gain good players for their teams. It's a philosophical position that Wesleyan is taking. It's a one that I think creates, as I say, a cohesiveness among all your coaches and among all your athletes. And this is an important quality because we're looking primarily to have our athletes have a significantly meaningful experience as an athlete. And having success is certainly a part of that. So as we move into the spring season, let's look for those teams who really are actually this year going to put it all together. Go Wes.
Thank you. I think those were words of wisdom. I think
Thank
you lived up to, yeah. Join us next week. We'll be looking more closely at the lacrosse season, and we don't want you to miss out.